Hello and welcome everybody to another modern video. Today we're playing Red-Green Eldrazi. So last time we played Eldrazi Tron. This is another variant of Eldrazi Stompy where we kind of want to get more aggro. We don't necessarily need to go the big mana route like in Eldrazi Tron. Here we want to get right in our opponent's face. So the idea of the deck is to play on turn 1 a Mana Dork. Hopefully get some Eldrazi Temples to accelerate our creature production, and then win the game quickly by casting stuff like Gruul Spellbreaker, Thought-Knot Seer, and Reality Smasher. We also have Bloodbraid Elf that can get one of these creatures out. For interaction, we have Bone Crusher Giants and Stomp, Lightning Bolts, and something very interesting is that we actually have Eldrazi Obligator, which when we cast, we can pay an additional two colorless mana to basically steal an opponent's creature. So let's say our opponent has an Ulamog, we can pay 5 mana, steal the Ulamog, and attack with it, which is very nice. Sideboard-wise, nothing too special, so we have Chandra for control, Grafdigger's Cage for graveyard decks, Cindervines for stuff like Storm and Artifact and Enchantment decks, Baloth for aggro decks and discard decks, Collector Oof, a Braid and Ancient Grudge for artifact matchups, Alpine Moon for Tron, and Veil of Summer for control and discard. So let's see how our Eldrazi fares out. So here we are, match number 1. We are on the play. We have... This hand is a bit sketchy. We do have 2 Ancient Stirrings, which is interesting. So I'm a little bit divided. We have kind of an expensive hand, but we can search for Eldrazi Temples with Ancient Stirrings. Let's see how it goes. First, Ancient Stirrings. Okay, so we hit Eldrazi Temple. Pass the turn. Brainstone by our opponents. Let's play our Temple. Let's play another Ancient Stirrings. So they seem like a control deck. Now we can get Cavern of Souls, which in the long run might be proof useful. Or we can just get Thought-Knot Seer and smash Thought-Knot Seer next turn and then follow it up with a Reality Smasher. We are kind of flooded. Yeah, let's start to get some threats over here. Pass the turn. We can go Thought-Knot Seer next turn, and then either into Bloodbraid Elf or Reality Smasher. So Thought-Knot Seer will clearly get counterspelled, but that's fine. Ignoble Hierarch. So this is one of the new editions of the deck. The previous version either played Bird of Paradise or Noble Hierarch or both. But now we actually have one that gives us red and green, which is what we need. It's a very cool addition to the deck. Yep, that's fine. I don't think this card is modern playable. I might be wrong. I think it's way too slow. This is not a Brainstorm. Unless you have a way where you don't need to pay the 2 mana to activate it, I don't think this card is playable at all. So let's run out a Noble Hierarch here. Not Noble Hierarch, a Bloodbraid Elf here. Eldrazi Obligator. We will cast it, indeed. Sure. So we'll probably get bolted. That's fine. Or whatever, it's fine. Next turn we can play Ignoble and Reality Smasher. Ignoble Hierarch. Eldrazi Temple. To Reality Smasher. Probably should have got that Cavern of Souls at this point, but opponent is Counterspell Dock deck at this time. Opponents. Opponent is Brainstorming for 2 mana. Okay, so let's run out our Bloodbraid Elf. And we can cast Gruul Spellbreaker afterwards as well. Yeah, we can cast Lightning Bolt to the face, sure. Opt from our opponent. Red, green, colorless, ball. I think we give a taste. So if we give a taste, opponent takes 6 this turn, goes down to 8. We don't have lethal. If we, yeah, we don't have lethal either way, but I think I'll give a taste. Scalding Tarn from our opponent. Terminus. Okay. So we are playing against Miracles, apparently. We'll pass the turn. Shark Typhoon. Brainstorm. Brainstone, I mean. The flood has begun. You will make a 6/6 shark. Yeah, yeah. Opponents misread that interaction there. But all the better for us. Sure, why not? Jace, sure. Let's crack this. Domri. Well, that thing is a 4/4. We'll force it to attack Domri, I guess. Or we wait maybe to try to make our creatures uncounterable. Pass the turn. Yeah, I think if we got in that Cavern of Souls right at the beginning, we probably would have won this. But yeah, that's Magic the Gathering. Yeah, I think we'll draw one more, and then we'll see. This game. Okay, so for this matchup, we'll get Veil of Summer for sure. We'll get Chandra. Maybe we get this. Not too sure though. I don't know if Cinder of Vines is worth it. Let's see. So what are we cutting? Usually the card you cut is Matter Reshaper. Although they don't really have creatures, they do have a Planeswalker, so both Lightning Bolt and Bone Crusher are good cards in this matchup. Let's bring in one Cinder Vines and take out the 3 Matter Reshapers. Ancient Grudge could also, I guess, be a possibility just to destroy those Brainstones. Need to mulligan this. We do have the Ancient Stirrings, so we might need to actually keep this, even though this is a very bad hand. Let's bottom a Gruul Spellbreaker. Let's play Grove. Play Ancient Stirrings. Let's get Eldrazi Temple. Pass the turn. Brainstone by our opponent. Eldrazi Temple. Let's play another Ancient Stirrings. Let's get another. Do we get Karplusan or another? Oh, let's get another Eldrazi Temple. Pass the turn. Castle Vantress. Sure, sure, sure. So let's play Obligator here. Try to bait out the counterspell. Sure. We prefer to resolve this thought nuts here. Karplusan Forests. So let's try to run Domriat here. Sure. Now it's Cryptic Command time. So we want to stick a Chandra at some point. So we will try to cast this Gruul Breaker, or this Gruul Spellbreaker. And here comes the Cryptic Command. Probably. Yep. Cool. Okay. One is brainstorming. Kind of want to resolve this Chandra. I don't know if you can hear that, but my neighbors decide to use power tools, even though it's evening and kind of forbidden at this time. But um, this feels like it's gonna get countered anyway. But yeah, let's see. I think the Chandra is higher priority than any creature actually in this matchup. Um, so Teferi is annoying. Jace is better. But we can kill both with the lightning bolts. The Shark Typhoon may be annoying if they manage to stick it, which they can next turn. This, if we discard, well, this is going to exile, so they don't have Delirium yet. So I think I'm actually going to take the Shark Typhoon for now, because whatever Planeswalker they play, we can just lightning bolt it or attack it down. And then we can maybe resolve Chandra. So I'm going to take the Shark Typhoon. Place to Fairy. It's fine. That's also fine. Because we know opponents shouldn't have a counter spell. So now we bolt. Actually, not with this. Opponent's getting too much life. Let's bolt Fairy here. Cast Thought Knots here. And assuming this resolves, we go after the Jace now. Of course they do. Of course they draw another counter spell. So this is also fine because now they will probably play Jace and we can just reality smash Jace. Although now they have the red spell, the red removal spell. But that should be fine. Because they need to discard a card to kill this. Yeah. So can we play no, we cannot play Chandra and Reality Smasher, I think. No. So let's do this, this, and this. Play Reality Smasher. Attack Jace down. They will get removed, yeah. But at least they need to discard a card. Discard a Terminus. That's fine, I guess. So now we're both in top deck mode. We're going to shuffle here. Stomping Ground tapped. Draw Bloodbraid Elf. So we can't play Bloodbraid Elf and Chandra. Yeah, I think we cast Bloodbraid Elf here. We'll also cast the Spellbreaker. And this way we bring Jace down to 1. That's the turn. Terminus, that's fine. Any order. Play a land. Now we go red, red, green, colorless. Play Chandra. We uptick Chandra. We cannot cast, so just deal 2. Pass the turn. And they find an answer to Chandra. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, now this is a tough spot. We really needed the Chandra to stick. Maybe they just kill themselves against this Cindervines. Pass the turn. Our opponent seems to have always 3,000 counter spells and 20,000 planeswalkers. Ignoble Hierarch. Pass the turn. Come on, Hierarch. Play a Blast Zone. Pass the turn. Sure. Let's put 1, 2, 3 counters. So let's do this. Blow up Jace. And let's try to cast this Bloodbraid Elf or something. Which is the spell? I don't see. I think Moto is bugged because I can't see the spell I'm supposed to cast. And Ignoble Hierarch. So why can't I cast Ignoble Hierarch? Yep, Moto for the win. Because it says that I revealed an ignoble hierarch, but I can't I can't cast it, so yay for Moto. I wonder if it has to do with this guy being here. This will probably get swords or something, or unholy heated, whatever. Well, yeah, this is game. Two, we're playing Gruul Eldrazi. We can keep this. It's not a great hand, but it's not too bad. It's very hard to throw away a hand with Ancient Stirrings and a green mana source. So we either get Carplusan Forests to cast our Spellbreakers, or we go greedy and get Thought-Knots here. I think we go for the land. If we don't get the Carplusan Forest, next turn we Eldrazi Obligator, and then on turn 3 we Thought-Knots here. If we do get the Forest, we Obligator anyway, and then on turn 3 play Gruul Spellbreaker. Yeah, let's just get Thought-Knots here, I guess. Tap land from our opponents. Second Eldrazi Temple. So let's just run out this Obligator. Opponents, probably raiding. This card is not too common anymore. This deck first broke out on the competitive scene when this, I think he's called Gregory something, a Polish player that won a Grand Prix or whatever, a Pro Tour with it. I also like the blue version of Bent Eldrazi. A very different style of play from this deck, but I also, oh, so this is the Rhino deck. Okay. Might have been interesting keeping our Obligated. Okay, so we are going to play Thought-Knots here. Okay then. Let's take Shardless Agents. Yeah, this is not going to be easy for us. Okay, so we are going to block and then bolt the Rhino. Play Blast down here. Let's play another Thought-Knots here. We're going to start to have to trade with these Rhinos. Brazen Borrower. We can stomp one of the Shardless Agents. Yeah. We might be able to stabilize here because we will probably exchange with for two rhinos and kill one of the shardless agents, and then we play Bone Crusher and trade with another rhino. And then they only have shardless. Question is this too much damage already? Okay, this is an issue. Yeah, I think this is lethal anyway, right? Yeah, we're gonna be at 1. Yep, the rhinos are annoying. Should probably be playing engineered explosives, but what are you gonna do? Um, I don't think this blocks Cascade because they're not casting from their library. They exile it and then they cast it. Um, yeah, I have no idea what to bring into this matchup. A little bit more creature removal, I guess. Chandra might be useful. I'm going to take out the spell breakers. Actually, if I put the counter on them, they can actually block quite efficiently. Okay. We have turn 2 Thoughtnuts here, which is sweet. Need to play our Ignoble Hierarch. That's the turn. Turn 2 Thoughtnuts here, turn 3 Reality Smasher tends to be a good play. If they have multiple cascade spells, this doesn't mean anything, but we'll see. Opponents. So they have both of them. They can fetch whatever they want. What is sub? Oh, this is the like the counter spell. Um, I think we take Shardless here. It's one less body. And we'll be playing Reality Smashers, which are bigger than the Rhino, so we should be okay. Misty Rainforests. Gonna pass the turn. So do we do we run out Bloodbraid Elf is the question. Maybe. Can be interesting, I guess. Wait, I'm doing this. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's the same. And we won't attack into the outburst. We'll trade the the Spellbreaker. We won't trade the Thought Nuts here. Interesting. Well, I think we go for the reality smasher here. Counterspell? Sure. Top. It's fine. So now the idea is to race our opponents. Have to play a little defense now, but that's fine. If they violent outburst again, this is going to be a little bit annoying. They suspended if it falls. Okay. Let's see what their last card is. Land, okay. Bolt this. Pass the turn. Okay. Could it just go smashy smashy? Opponents. Desperation draw. So now I think I just cast Bloodbraid Elf to have the most amounts of possible damage. Hopefully Moto doesn't bug again. Another ignoble hierarch. Sure. Okay. Run it back. See what happens. This hand is not good. We have no acceleration whatsoever. We do have nobles, or ignobles, I mean. I guess it's something. Is the opponent going to subtly this? I don't mind them too for wanting a mana dork. Next turn we can play Spellbreaker, put a counter on it. This gives us a blocker for possible rhinos. Sure. Another obligator. Opponent is really considering fizzling our mana here. Crushing Footfall suspended. I'm going to pass the turn. We get a Grove. Let's play our Gruul friend here. Can attack for 5 next turn. We kind of want to use the Obligator to try to steal the Rhinos. That's what we're going for here. Opponent is stuck on lands. Given that that's the case, yeah, sure. Should have paid this with the Cavern of Souls. They might have. Well, although it doesn't affect that, that's fine. Could put it on the top, actually. And no, we will not pay. We'll just attack with the Gruul Spellbreaker. We will bolt them end of turn. And this way next turn we present lethal. Opponent unlucky, stuck on 2 lands. Here we are for match number 3. We are 1-1 and we are on the play with RG Eldrazi. We will keep this hands. We just need to look for a threat with our Ancient Stirrings. And we are fine. Opponents taking their time with their mulligan. Mulligan to 6. We will crack this, get a forest. Ancient Stirrings. We will get Reality Smasher. That's the turn. Watery Grave. Thought Season coming, probably. Sure. This is probably Grixis Death Shadow. We'll play the Eldrazi Temple, pass the turn. No point in bolting them, for example, because if they are Death Shadow, we'll just be helping them. We do want to resolve this Bone Crusher here. Profane Tutor. So it might not be Death Shadow. Let's get a threat on the field. I really like the art of Profane Tutor. I think it looks super nice. Artifact lands. There's some Urza deck. Well, okay. Let's get in for 1 million. And hopefully we can beat the tutors. So we hit them for 9. We actually have lethal in hand, depending on what they tutor. They don't gain life. We just double bolt them next turn. Let us see. Opponent tutors. Is this the new version of Ad Nauseam? I haven't played Ad Nauseam. Like I have no idea what's what I'm playing against, but I'm assuming it's a combo deck with the tutor. Ad Nauseam is kind of like the premier all-in combo deck, I guess, in Modern. I wonder if this card is legacy playable in like in traditional Storm, like Dark Tendrils. Okay, so our opponent has discard, and they appear to be some form of combo. So let's assume Cindervines is good. Let's assume Baloth can be reasonable and Veil of Summer as well. We will take out probably all the Gruul Spellbreakers. And see, go like that. I don't think we saw enough of our opponent's deck to bring in anything else. Maybe even Eldrazi Obligator would be something better to take out. Well, let's do it like this. Because we don't know if they have creatures, and Eldrazi Obligator is just good when our opponent has creatures. This hand is very slow. This hand is better. We will bottom a Mad Reshaper. Cool. Forest into Ignoble. And next turn, there is the question if we keep up Veil of Summer or if we just run out Matter Reshaper. Well, we'll see what our opponent decides for us. Okay, took the Mana Reshaper. Interesting. Second discard spell. Okay. We can also just play the second Ignoble and attack for 2, I guess. That's something. Lightning bolts. Gonna place Urza's Saga. And the Pithing Needle. Yeah. I think I will bolt our opponent end of turn. I don't think we care about this at all. Let's bolt our opponents. Okay. Let's run out Giants. Opponent passes. So let's get in with our Giant Boy, and we can protect us. So he didn't block it, so I will just bolt it, actually. Because otherwise they become a little bit too big for my taste. Mints. Searching the library. Shadow Spear. Okay. Urza. Sure. I will probably cycle Veil of Summer here. Land, not what we want to see, but let's play this tapped. Let's play Domirad. Let's put Bone Crusher punching Urza. And now we can trade the Bone Crusher for the Construct. They will gain a lot of life, but then they will be empty boarded. And our ignobles are bigger now. It will attack as a 3/4. I think Reality Smasher just wins us the game. And there he is, our fast boy. Whatever, doesn't matter the color. Can't be countered. We are in match number 4. We are currently 2-1 with RG Eldrazi. We are on the play again. Okay, not a bad hands. Question is, do we play Ancient Stirrings or Ignoble on turn 1? I think we go for the Ignoble. Opponent deciding on their mulligan. Probably paying more attention to it than we do. The cool thing about these lands in this deck is there are essentially tri-lands that come in untapped. They do have drawbacks, of course, but like in this deck, they are way too good. I've also played this deck in Legacy, in paper actually. Yeah, it's very funny to steal whatever your opponent puts in with show and tell. Opponents taking a while. So what type of deck would you like me to play next? Combo, control, or aggro? Leave a comment, leave some deck suggestions, and I'll see if I can manage to play them. Hey, Noble Hierarch. Pass the turn. Mountain Bolts, probably. No, Monkey. Okay. So let's Ancient Stirrings here. Let's get Thought Nuts here. New order. Let's play Eldrazi Temple. Let's play Eldrazi Obligator. And we will trade with the monkey. If they decide to attack with it. Opponent cracking their Mishra's baubles. Lightning bolt. Sure. Sure. Yeah, we don't really care too much about this. Feels like opponent already played like a quarter of his deck and we did like nothing. We played a mana dork. Lightning bolt would be interesting here. Let's play another ignoble. Let's play Thought Nuts here. We will, yep, we'll take this, the removal spell. Precipitation. Sure. Show me a lightning bolt. That is not a lightning bolt. Check for 6. Let's see if we can erase the aggro deck. I won't mind not trading, but chump blocking the monkey, because now they have mana to pay for our spells. Another iteration. Sure, sure, sure. Lightning bolt would be very good here. Or even like Domri. It's turn 4 and they legit played almost half their deck. Feels like Legacy. So do we take them to 1? No, not to 1. What am I saying? To 4? No, let's just attack with the Reality Smasher. Opponent continues to draw their entire deck. Just imagine if Dictator Time was still legal in Modern. Now they have 8/8. Yeah, I think we just lose. Or we can kill the... That was like their best top deck. Because any other creature we would just have ran over it. Yeah, I think this is game. I think we need like Bloodbraid Elf hitting lightning bolts or something like that. I don't know. Oh, speak of the devil. So let's play Grove. Doesn't really matter. Cast the spell. We're 1 mana short. Oh well, that's game. 1 mana short of casting this. Okay, so they have a lot of creatures, so let's bring in the Abrades. Maybe the Baloth to gain some life. Cindervines also seems like we might burn them out with it. I think we just take out these guys and one of these guys. It's the first time playing the blue-red Delver deck, or whatever you want to call it, but kind of like a Delver deck. And it seems very strong. It seems like the Legacy version. Yeah, I think we keep this. Opponent, thinking about their initial hand. What do you guys think about Modern Horizon 2 Modern? Do you think the format is better, is worse? Leave a comment down below. Opponents. So we will try the turn 2 Cindervines, and then hopefully our opponent burns himself out. This is the current plan. This card used to be so good against Jund because you could put it into play off of Liliana. Fine opponents. Almost time to make dinner, so okay. And he kept a 7-lander, so I don't understand what happened. Maybe he had to go to the bathroom. Happens to everybody. So our goal for this game is not necessarily to win, but to steal their dragon with Eldrazi Obligator, or even steal the monkey. They will cast our... Okay, they didn't cast our Eldrazi boy. Um, Although I do want to keep this to steal their stuff. Maybe we do need to get a blocker for this monkey. Hmm. Yeah, let's try one more turn where we don't do it. Where we don't play a blocker. No delirium yet. Of course they draw our lightning bolt. Why not? I think they will be at 1 life. We play Eldrazi Temple. We do this, this, and this. They will be at 1 life. And then we lose on the crackback. Wait. Let's see how this is the dream scenario, because we have to give it back. We attack for 11. And then they attack us for... and they just attack it with him. And... oh. Is there a way we can stabilize? So if we play Baloth here instead... play Baloth, we go to 12 life. We get to 12 life, they attack with 8, possibly with 3. And we go to 1, and then we can try to steal on the next turn? Question is, do they have a lightning bolt? So if we play the Obligator, we can't win. We steal this, they go to 1. Unless they forget about this and play a spell and kill themselves, we just lose on the crackback from the dragon. If we play Reality Smasher, we're not doing anything. If we play Baloth, we go to 12 because we lose 1 from this, so we gain 30. We go to 12, we take 8 for sure, we're at 4. If they have like something that if they get Delirium, they put us to 1. Yeah, it has to be the Ballast play anyway. There's no other play. Let's see if it's enough. Yeah, and that's game. Yeah, if they had Lightning Bolt, it would be game anyway, so it doesn't matter. They have 2 Lightning Bolts? Okay, then it doesn't matter. Yeah, good game, opponent, good game. Here, match number 5 of this league. We're playing RG Eldrazi, and we are 2-2, and we are on the draw this time. This hand is way too slow. We will have to mulligan. It's a little bit better. We will bottom... I think we bottom the Blast Zone. Although if they kill our Hierarch, we can't really do anything. I still think we bottom the Blast Zone. We have interaction if we need it. We have our Planeswalker here. Okay. This is Hardened Skills Affinity. So let's play our Hierarch, pass the turn. Earthbound Ravager, sure. Thought Knots here. So we can play Domri into Hierarch. Or we can bolt the Arcbound Ravager and then play Domri next turn. Don't see why not. So let's bolt Ravager. Let's play Ignoble Hierarch number 2. Pass the turn. Could have probably gotten in for some damage, but yeah. Another Arcbounds. So I think we play Domri here. Can't really do anything with it though. Let's actually just go for Thought Nuts here. Next turn we can play Domri and force it to fight the Arcbound Ravager. And hopefully we kill it without them playing. They can make the token, but well, we'll see. See if we can manage to snipe this arc round without having too much issues. Can also steal it at some point. Whatever's bigger, the token or the arc round. Okay, Inkmoth Nexus is an issue. We don't really have a way to deal with it. Sure. So I think here we play Domri. And we will fight the Arcbound. I did not think that through. Because he gets more, yeah. Did not think that through. Yeah, this is going to be an issue, because I think he just kills us then. Because he gets whatever he wants with this, sacrifices it, and puts all the counters on Inkmoth, and we lose. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, because now he activates the Inkmoth. He actually has a third hardened skills. So he activates the Inkmoth. He sacrifices the... Well, he just makes like a 20/20 Inkmoth. So he's gonna get like 9 directly from this. So that had 4, so now it goes to 7, I think. And then plus whatever, like plus 9 from this one. Who knows? I don't know. No, he's gonna get more because of this. Well. So Cindervine's in, a Braid and Ancient Grudge in, Alpine Moon in because of the Ink Moth. We're taking out the Spellbreakers and the Matter Reshapers. And possibly even Domri. I think he's too slow. See? Infinity is back, people. So comment down below if you guys prefer the hardened skill versions that we're playing now, or the, let's say, traditional with Frogmite and the actual affinity cards. I guess we can keep this. We have some form of hates. Not ideal, we would want another land, but we'll take Thought here. Ancient Grudge would have been a good card. Yeah, we're going to kill that with our Cindervines. Okay. On worker, sure. Sure. Question is, do we kill the 2 creatures? I think we do. So I go Ancient Grudge. Flashback Ancient Grudge. Pass the turn. Fingerback Walker, sure. play Cavern of Souls on Eldrazi. Actually, they don't have counterspells, so maybe I'll actually put it on Elf. So we don't have to have some painful Bloodbraid Elves moving forward. Let's play Thought-Knots here. Ballista and the Ozolith. So I think we take the Ozolith. Ancient Stirrings, short. Arcbound Ravager, annoying. The bee, also annoying. So I think we killed the bee here. Okay. So let's kill the bee. Actually, wait. Maybe we play. No, so I think we killed the bee because the bee doubles the counters. Then we can play Thought-Knots here, take the Ravager. That thing is already a 5/5. Let's get a forest. Next turn we play the Bloodbraid Elf. And possibly the Alpine Moon on Inkmoth Nexus. Now they get 2. Yeah, we might need to like double block this thing. I have to say. Of course they redraws. Yeah, then I think we lost. We have to be very lucky with this Bloodbraid Elf, I think. So let's start with playing Alpine Moon. Lightning Bolt. So if we Lightning Bolt the Ravager, he can sack this, it goes to 4. Nothing dies and they get a lot of tokens. But I guess the Lightning Bolt is not going to waste. When it has a million flyers, then he can, yeah, he's going to make like he can make like one very huge flyer next turn. Yeah, it's his game. Because now he can sack all of these to the Arcbound Ravager, except one, so he can sack 8 of them, which will mean 16 tokens, 16 counters. So he will have 20 counters on this Arcbound, sacrifice Arcbound itself, put the tokens on the last flyer, and they will kill us. We'll just go through it for you guys to see it. He might also play other stuff just to make this thing even bigger, but basically we're dead. He can even sack all of them and then just put the counters on Ballista and shoot us if he wants to. There are several ways where he just kills us here. So yeah, so the deck, I don't know. Deck is not too strong, but I don't think it's too weak. I don't think the score was fair because we mulliganed a lot. We rarely had a Mana Dork and Acceleration in our opening hand. We couldn't really do the steal with the Obligator. But yeah, tell me what you guys thought in the comment section. Did you like the deck? Do you think the deck has potential? And yeah, after our opponent brutally kills me. Oh, see you in the next one. Bye bye. So stop the video at this point and make a bet of how big the Ravager will actually be.